There's always one? Okay. So I noticed something like there's a daily. So what, they expect you to do these like multiple times? How? Like, what's the reward for doing it multiple times? Like, why do people continue doing it?
Commander, you read? Watchful Source is about to become the next destroyer hotspot.
Safari lands. Get word to Keith.
I'm already
Safari?
here, and so are the destroyers. Come quickly.
Sounds like you'll need more help. I'll see what I can scrounge.
Oh, Keith. Keith needs our help. Maybe I'll take a nap and then we'll go help. She stole that egg from me and I'll never forgive her. Remember when you thought Keith was like bad? Or they tried to make you think that way? She stole the egg. She stole it. Alright, let's do more. I know, egg thief. Egg thief. Brisbane Wildlands. Bloop. Bloop. You just, who steals an egg? Honestly, Evil Twin, like who? Who? You get currency rewards, 2 new upgradable weapon sets, among other things.
Unless Timey sends more, it's only us here now.
It's only
This
us
place is
here
going
now.
up like kindling. Any defenses?
A few, but they weren't meant for this. It's all in disarray.
Let's do what we can do.
What are we doing? Put out fires? Oh, you have to get real close. This Norn is on fire. What's a compy? Now we just have to destroy the destroyers, fire extinguish, and mortar sea turrets activated.
Kill him!
Alright, we got all the fires. Now we need mortar seed turrets activated. Interact. No, don't interact with that. Compies equal pocket raptors?
Such
Why do
might.
they call them compies? Oh man, that's fire.
Shake it off. So much power.
Compy was the small dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Think of the raptors. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember them. They were called compies? Sonathus? Those were compies. Oh, I never knew what their name was. Huh.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't say JP when I'm streaming Guild Wars 2 and think I'm gonna think of Jurassic Park. Every time you said JP, I thought you meant jumping puzzle. It also can mean jumbo pizza when you're hungry. True.
My strength increases.
The area is cleared. For now.
This village won't withstand another attack.
If we can trace these destroyers back to their source, perhaps we can cut them off for good.
Steelcatcher?
Asura said some Silvari were under attack. You Orene's case?
Something like that?
Where's your Frost Legion?
Overkill. Think you'll find me more than sufficient. Unless you don't want my help saving these people. That doesn't sound like you,
Such
Commander.
might!
Appreciate the extra hand. Time is of the essence. This way.
Unless you don't want the extra hand.
So you're Ritlock's son.
Technically, the least important thing about me. You should care more about the salient parts.
Such as?
Such as, we're the only 3 people in the world who know what it's like to be close to an elder dragon.
Changes you. It's like finding your purpose and fulfilling it.
I didn't find my purpose. I made it. No more climbing the ranks of other people's armies. Jormat sees me. Sees my worth.
I love having the Exalted with me here.
Eat that!
No extra hand? Would that be the sound of one hand clapping? I think so. I think you're right.
Tormag implied you two have some sort of mind meld. A dragon's voice can be seductive.
Were you coerced? Was Kane? I have agency, thank you. I can make my own choices. No persuasion needed.
The commander's right to be wary. When it comes to elder dragons, Orene is often the exception, not the rule.
True.
You've been the dragon champion for a while, Commander. Sharing the spotlight, that's gotta change.
Not at all. We don't care less. We couldn't care less.
Others will deal with you!
This has 2 paths? Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, you can use suits of enchanted armor to crush enemies in the other path?
You're a ward!
Oh, I see Mabel here has got one of those anyway. So you can just talk to them and become one of these.
You will be dealt with!
Or maybe it's random. Oh yeah, look, I'm in one of them right now. Alright, so what are my moves? Heavyweight, slasher foe, and freezing blast. Can I dance? Oh, the path is randomly picked. Okay, I gotcha. Is there dancing? No. No sweet dancing.
Freeze in place!
Group them up. Build them up. Break them down. This thing does a lot of damage.
Those crystals make you a real asset.
You sound surprised.
I'd heard the Crystal Bloom aren't big on frontline fighting.
Support can take many forms. Like Orene, we focus on healing and restoration. The world needs stability, order.
Who defines order? Who controls it?
Me.
It's not about control. It's about the responsibility we all have to one another.
You're telling me Orene's got all that power, and she won't even use it?
She supports us in ways she deems appropriate.
Playing defense just preserves the status quo. You don't lose anything. You also don't gain anything.
I don't see Jormag playing offense against Primordus. Seems to me your Elder Dragon's more about hiding, whispering.
Waiting for the right moment to strike isn't hiding. Every attack needs a strategy.
And how does this fit into your strategy? You've already betrayed one
Vandar's a
ally.
relic. He thinks the world is a much smaller place than it is.
Come and get me.
We know different.
Fire burns! Better than moon loot.
Better than moot loot, guys. Hey. Want to be in some of that armor. Get me in there. No? There's one more. Hey, let me in there. Want to be in there. Thanks. In private, you can pick for a small fee. Ah, okay. I like the music. This place is pretty. Should I get that mastery point? Mastery point. I'm gonna miss. That's me missing. How do I get back to them? There we go.
Freeze in place!
I can feel Bear's
Rejoin the
power!
fight.
I must effect repairs!
There's 3 different paths? I thought it was 2.
Which way?
Forward. This second path leads back to the village.
We're gonna be wrapping up after this instance, gang. So last chance we get 5 more newer gifted subs. We'll do another 2 gem code giveaway.
Others will deal with you!
Really, I don't think this. I don't think these instances are as compelling as the normal story that they normally do. To me, like the story, the interaction of the characters, that's really the key part.
You can
This
handle that. Right,
this kind of like
Commander?
giant escort mission with little sprinklings of dialogue is not very compelling to me.
You will be dealt with!
Like I know these are supposed to even meant to be repeatable, but I wouldn't do this more than once.
Freeze in place!
You'll be feeling that one for days.
So much power! Kill him!
I like being this thing though. I feel more powerful with this guy. Get up!
Yes, you do need me. Take out those fissures.
All right. That said, this music's great. I love the music.
The big one's back.
I think that one's calling the others.
Freeze!
Freeze in place!
I'm gonna be kicked out of my form soon. Yep, this is what you had to look forward to for several months when this was rolling out. Yeah. I think, you know, when Guild Wars 2 first came out, they had that very big push. They had a big push for the content in like that opening living story season. They tried to push out a content every 2 weeks. They wanted to kind of like get away from what most MMOs were doing and only having an update like, you know, maybe every 6 months or something like that. And they kind of went out and they started doing like these like little tiny updates, but every 2 weeks there was something new. And I don't know, I think that whole mentality that they've tried to maintain
Keep coming out of those fissures.
for a while kind of hurt the production. I don't know. They have updated a ton and gotten the community used to like very frequent updates to the point where they felt maybe pressure to put things out on a consistent cadence, even when they stopped doing that every 2 weeks plan. When maybe they should have taken a step back and being like, you know, we could do much better stuff if we waited longer between and like really concentrated on making sure that when people did come back for their content drops that they were great, you know. They moved everything, all the resources to the new expansion. Yeah, and you know what, rightfully so. And I guess if they can put out like little content updates like this, or nothing, I guess it's better to have this than nothing, right?
Refreshing.
I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough. MMOs are really hard.
So much power.
Yeah,
Freeze
no,
in place.
I agree with you, Zarya. They, I wish their business model and, you know, content, was more lucrative for them. I was saying that it's the, you know, well, I've said it multiple times today. This is the best, like, money for, your time in an MMO. But I think it could have been. They figured out a way to make more money out of it. They could have funded more. Yeah, pandemic, layoffs, saying that's had a rough time. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the Gemma store alone was hitting the numbers that they needed.
am the master of life.
All right, I got lots of wiggle chests.
Thank you all for your help.
The powers Aurene gave you work today, but you'll face worse before it's over. Tyria's gonna need more than healing when Primordus comes.
I wish Aurene were taking a more active role. She's hesitating, and I'm not sure why.
She's experienced a lot in her short life. Perhaps more than you or I ever will. Certainly in ways we never will. But I trust she has reasons for the choices she makes. More than that, I have faith in her. Have faith, Commander.
Faith's my middle name. Gorn Faith Grimhammer. Okay, Tyrian defense seals? I'm picturing aquatic animals. This is our Tyrian defense seal. What do you do with these? Where's the vendor for them? Are they good? Eye of the North.
Better than mood loot.
Better than mood loot. Okay. Let's go look. Really says I want new dungeons represented to new maps in Guild Wars 2, just a wish and a hope. Yeah, I think it is cool that the strike mission there, bring you back to Brisbane, brings you back to Radissoum. That part's great. I love that.
Well, hello. It's been a long time, Commander.
Hi,
Too long.
Delacroix.
How are you?
I was doing a lot better before destroyers started crawling outside Lion's Arch.
So we get to re-meet all of our
Lost
heroes
Legion?
in different places.
No? Why? Think we should give him a call? Make this a real party?
Funny. Are these the new destroyers?
Showing up all over the Gandaran fields, moving into position. Fortunately, Javi's brought the Vigil to help evacuate. Also sent word that any other allied faction in the area would be most appreciated. Hopefully they show.
The more the merrier. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Get reacquainted with the different heroes, the different NPC, party members. And, return to different areas of the game before the expansion. I like that whole concept. Just the actual going through the mission. This is not amazing. So where's the vendor for this? Right where you guys are? No. These guys? Oh yeah, the sealed discount vendor.
Hail.
I've got some defense seals. Show me what you
Duty
got.
calls. I have answered.
Oh. Nice. Did they ever get this blue and glowy? In maybe at night or something?
Some must fight, so that all may be free.
Look at that. Look at that chunky greatsword. Bring back a Ra. Azaria loves running a Ra more than anything. It's like her world. See, you can see new stuff. Underdark, I just really don't think you understand my my suggestion. It's not having this. This is not it. This isn't. How would I even know about this vendor without you guys telling me? That's my point. You're kidding. Okay. You still love dungeons, miss doing them? You know what? As coming from World of Warcraft, I really wanted the dungeons in this game to be like amazeballs, because I had so much fun with the dungeons in World of Warcraft. I really love them. They were my favorite part of the game. I mean, and raiding obviously as well. And I never, even like the old, like I liked running the dungeons, you know, Ascalon Catacombs and all those, but I never felt the same kind of love for the dungeons in this game. I think a lot of times, like the most efficient way to do them was to pile up in different corners and just pull all the mobs like out of line of sight, and people started to know, okay, this is what we do in each one of these rooms, and it was about trying to skip as much as possible, run through it as fast as possible, and you know, those kind of tactics in a World of Warcraft dungeon, you would just wipe. You can't do that. You know, and so it made it so it would just, the dungeons become spammy. And in World of Warcraft, they're tactical. It's like, all right, this next group's got, all right, that guy we need to crowd control, and like the tank's got to pull these 3 guys over here, and this guy's got to be taken out by our ranged DPS because he explodes if he stands near. All right, and pull, you know, and you did like these little mini plans to get through every little group of trash, and then the boss would have cool mechanics, and then if you executed it, you got a piece of a loot. Now, it wouldn't have to be a piece of loot that increased your stats, because this is horizontal progression, but it would be cool, like the boss, like, ooh, let's see what the boss drops this time. Oh, it's a cool helmet skin. Or a cool cloak or a pet or whatever it is. The loot was more fun. The fights were more tactical. And I never felt like it was rewarding or as interesting in this game. So I get the nostalgia, you know, that when they shifted the paradigm to fractals, a lot of people went, man, what about the dungeons? I love those old dungeons and stuff like that. Yeah, I think they were still missing something too. Yeah, here you get 2 blues and a green. Well, I mean, you eventually get the currency to buy like the skins for that dungeon, which is cool. But you miss a little bit in that excitement of downing a boss and going, all right, I know this boss can drop like the axe I want or whatever it is. Like that. That's really fun. Yeah. They stopped doing dungeons. They stopped making what they call dungeons. Now they're fractals. And they're more like mini dungeons, and you do a slightly different. Yeah, and the fractals are good too, but they're just different. Yeah. Yeah, they're smaller in a lot of cases.
Welcome.
In any case, caught up a bunch today. Thanks for grouping with me, guys, for those last 2. So we caught up. It's harder to see where you are in the story now, because now it's just all listed under champions. You know, all the different. Will it ever like become more granular down here, or no? Yeah, or kind of a lot. They're similar. They're very similar.
Embrace simplicity.
You've enjoyed the very few dungeons you've done. They can be super fun. I enjoyed them the first couple times that I went through them, much more than I did like farming them later. When, like I said, if you try to join like a pug or something like that for a dungeon, they'd expect you to know, like, oh, you don't know that we all stand here behind this corner for this, and we pull all the monsters around. Everyone stands here, and then you just spam AoEs. Yeah. Champions is the end, but I don't know how far into champions I am and like what's left. Yeah. You think one you did was actually with the mods? Yeah, well, that would make it super fun. Yeah. It stays the same. You cannot deactivate the story. You'll lose all progress. Okay. One more DRM. What's a DRM? Like what I just did, but what does that stand for? And then part 1 is done. Okay. Dragon response mission. Okay. Digital rights management. Yeah. There are 10 DRMs in one meta event. Wow. So I've done 2 of the 10.
Before we even knew what was happening, they were on us.
And what do you get anything just for completing the 10? Like, is this part of an achievement list or something? Is it in here? Champions. Dragon Eye Infusion Box.
Fights for something.
Jormag's right eye, Jormag's left eye. Primordius right eye, Primordius left eye. I've done 2. Yeah, here's the 2 of the 10. I got 2 achievement points. The stretch emote. There's a stretch emote. Dragon Scale Cape. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Hey, Elf on the Shelf, what's up? How you doing? See, like this should be something when I log in. They're like, hey, there's Dragon Scale Capes in here in the game now. You missed that like a couple months ago or whenever it came out. You could immediately click on that and it'll say, this is what you need to do to get it. Nice. Nice. So much grind needed for that cape? Not nice. Forget it. Forget I saw it. What do you what do you need for it? Dragon Eye Infusion Box. Oh, I have no idea what this stuff is. These are just words. That cape is a massive grind? Really? Really? Yeah, I wish I had solutions. I don't. I have no solutions. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Bjorn. Yeah, to me, like I don't feel motivated to like finish the champions at all. Yeah. What cape? The cape I was just showing. That's the stretch emote. Where is the cloak? This one here. Deathwind. Most of these newer items take way too long to get. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. The finale to Champions is where some of the med bits. Okay, so there's like, is there like there's a story payoff at the end? Is that what it is? Don't spoil anything, please. But yeah. Oh, there's story. Okay. More than just like the little banter as you're running through. Okay, well then there's reason to kind of go through it. Okay. And worth going back and chatting with Oreen and Bangar here and there. Yeah. How many? I've done that like 2 or 3 times. Let's go see. Let's go check in with them. See if he has any more things to say. Because this has been my favorite part of the whole thing. Talking to him. Ritlock blames Bangar for Ryland.
How could you let this happen? Be more specific. You know what I mean. How could you let Ryland do this? Let Ryland? You were there, you heard it all. This was not the plan. The plan? So brilliant. You never even noticed my son was plotting against you? Got me there. I don't have an answer. Maybe I'm losing a step. Maybe I was too focused on creating a future for the Char.
You mean a future for yourself?
Or maybe I was so busy seeing the stone glow in him, I forgot about the brimstone.
The hell is that supposed
I mean, you've clearly forgotten yourself. Char don't have sons. Redlock, Krisha knows that. Everyone knows that. Everyone but you. You should have stayed gone.
Damn. Redlock regrets staying away from the homelands for so long.
I shouldn't have stayed gone. I should have come back. A long time ago.
You think that would have changed anything?
Couldn't have hurt.
You've been fraternizing with other races too long, Brimstone. We're Char. We don't do regret. We make choices and we own them. Good or bad. We win, we take the glory. We lose, we take the shame. What we don't do is sit around agonizing for years about it. You've forgotten what it means to be Char.
Maybe.
Wow, got to him.
Maybe you're right.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I like this. I like these interludes with Bangar. How funny. Arcanolith, I agree. Very pointed moments in that. Yeah. You love Bangar. Coolboy says, I love Bangar called him out like that. I think Ritlock is getting too soft. Alpha Shelf says, yes! Rylar has enjoyed Ritlock's arc. Okay. You can also talk to Timey back at Radasum. If you leave the Eye of the North and come back, you get new dialogue. Yeah, I did that a couple times earlier. Which I'll probably sprinkle more through as we do more of the champion catch-up at some point. Talking to Timey's after finishing the finale. Okay. All right, yeah, so we'll catch up more. I don't know when yet exactly. But it's been fun. Thanks for going on this journey with me today.